Hello. Today I'm going to discuss about this question: minimum number of arrows required to burst balloons. Let's go through this question. There are some spherical balloons spread in two-dimensional space. For each balloon, provided input is the start and end coordinates of the horizontal diameter. Since its horizontal y-coordinates don't matter, and hence the x-coordinates of start and the end of the diameter suffice, the start is always smaller than the end. An arrow can be shot up exactly vertically from different points along the x-axis. Balloon with x start and x end burst by an arrow shot at x if okay that x is smaller than start but sorry x is smaller than end but larger than start or equal to, of course. And there is no limit to the number of arrows it can be shot. And we have given this point array which presents different balloons and their coordinates start and end. Okay, let's go through this first example. Then 16 to 8, 1, 6, and 7, 12. Okay. So if you notice, if we consider 10, 16, and 7, 12, only one arrow would be required in order to burst these two balloons. Similarly, if we consider 2, 8, and 1, 6, only one arrow would be required to burst these two balloons because they have some overlapping intervals, right? So we can solve this question by sorting this array first on the basis of starting coordinate, and after sorting it, we'll iterate through each and every point, each and every intervals of point, and we'll see if the start coordinate is greater than the end coordinate, then all the subsequent intervals will not having the overlapping interval with the current interval. So we'll just increment our arrow count to 1, right? But if the start coordinate is smaller than the end coordinate, that means there's some overlapping interval between these two. So one arrow would suffice to burst these balloons. So that's how we can solve this question. Let's go through it and write the solution for it. First, we need to sort the array points B. Here. So we are sorting the array on the basis of starting coordinate. Next, we are taking arrow count. We are taking arrow count to 1 because when we start our when we start to iterate over the loop, we'll increment 1 whenever we are getting a condition that the next coordinate, next start coordinate is greater than the end coordinate, present end coordinate. When the last section, there's a possibility that condition won't occur. The last condition, the last coordinate, that condition obviously won't occur. So in that scenario, we have to increment plus 1. So either we can take 1 over here or we can add plus 1 at the end. Okay. And we'll take min and as points 0, 1. Now let's iterate over the loop. Let's check the condition if p start coordinate is greater than min end. In that scenario, just increment it by 1 and assign the new min end p of 1. Right. Else, take the min end. Take the minimum of those two. So if the start coordinate is less than the minimum end, then we have to select the minimum end of the present current coordinate or end between and the next coordinate. And then count. Everything looks fine. Let's run it. Let's see. It's working fine. Yes, and it's working perfectly fine. Great. And the time complexity of it would be n log n for n number of coordinates because we are sorting all the n coordinates. So it would be n log n. Okay. Thank you.